I be now because they never touch my children. No, while I go reach now, I go touch now. Yeah, I don't even think whether we get president. Is our president alive? Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, please, what is happening now? They are killing the Nigerian soldiers. I even say you see so, you see the killing so, you see what happen for your country. They kill you, they travel. You get patience, you get conscience so. I go touch you, I go reach you.
Tinubu rise to power didn't happen overnight. Behind closed doors, deals were made. Deals that will reshape Nigeria forever. And when you trace those deals back, the story didn't start with Tinubu. It started with a threat Buhari made after losing to Goodluck Jonathan. A threat that opened the gate for Boko Haram, terrorism, and the politics of fear. Today, let's expose the dark secret behind Tinubu's rise to power. We have evidence, documents, and patterns, and they all point to one uncomfortable truth. Tinubu didn't just inherit Buhari's legacy, he promised to continue it. And what follows is a level of insecurity Nigerians has never seen before.
Enough is enough.
We are here.
Enough is enough.
Thank you.
They are playing politics with people's lives. They come us into this ground with that armor, with that ammunition. We are to cop this very particular area within a tinkle of a second.
This is the part they don't want you to know. I am Brownchild. Let's get into it. To understand Tinubu's Nigeria, we need to go back to 2011. Goodluck Jonathan had just won election, and Buhari, who lost, made a statement that shook the country. He warned Jonathan that if the North was denied power, his government would become ungovernable. Violence followed. The North burnt. Nigeria entered the era of political bitterness. Now, let's be clear. Boko Haram did not start because Buhari spoke. The group has existed since 2009. But the statement created a dangerous political environment, one where violence was seen as a valid political tool. And it laid the foundation for something worse. When Buhari finally came to power in 2015, Nigeria hoped that he would end terrorism. Instead, insecurity multiplied. Under his leadership, Boko Haram expanded into ISWAP. Bandits became a billionaire business industry. Ransom kidnapping exploded. Communities were displaced. Military corruption was exposed, but never punished. For 8 years, Nigeria watched a real retired general fail to secure the country. But here's the twist. Tinubu campaigned on continuing Buhari's legacy. He didn't promise a new Nigeria. He promised continuity. And he meant it. Tinubu didn't win in 2023 by being most loved. He won because he united APC power bloc. He protected Buhari's political network. He inherited the people running security. He promised not to probe the past. And he continued the same government structure Buhari built. In politics, this is called power continuity. But in security, it is called disaster. Because when you inherit a broken structure and refuse to change it, the structure destroys you. Let's talk about defense. Nigeria is facing Boko Haram, ISWAP, Lakurawa, bandits, kidnappers, unknown gunmen, oil bunkerers, separatist militia, cross-border terrorists. And yet, Tinubu appointed a Minister of Defense with zero military or defense background. Not military, not strategic studies, nothing. Then he appointed a retired police officer, not a military strategist, as a special advisor on security. Connect the dots. The soldier you saw in that video may not be completely wrong. So let's check who the defense minister is. Mohammed Badaru Abubakar. He was appointed since August 2023 under the same Tinubu. It is sad to say this, but I must say it anyway. Nigeria is the only major terror-ravaged nation where defense is led by people with no defense background. So let's check the defense minister's credentials and major events that brought him this far. Before becoming defense minister, Badaru was once a school teacher before becoming a politician and a businessman. He was the governor of Jigawa State 2015 to 2023, and he failed to protect the state because Jigawa State is still part of the place that were being ravaged by terrorism. When he was previously governor of Jigawa State, There were allegations by state-level asset recovery committee involving mismanagement of assets of the state, questionable sales of government vehicles to himself or associates, and fictitious contracts. There was a claim from his successor's administration that during his tenure as governor, the state spent an impossibly large sum of 2.3 billion naira on burial materials for just the period between January and May 2029. That spending was criticized as corrupt or wasteful. Rumors and social media have accused Badaru of secret deals with bandits while he was a governor. But there is no verifiable evidence to prove those claims. Some petitions were filed, but later withdrawn. Official denial exists. I am not done. In April 2025, a group called Young Guardians of Accountability, YGA, petitions Anti-Corruption Agency to investigate Badaru's as Ministers of Defence. The petition accused him of abusing office and maintaining private business interests, including a bureau de change while in office, which, if true, will violate the law of conflict of interest. Another group, Civil Rights and Anti-Corruption Network, CRACON, repeated call for investigation in 2025, citing the sensitivity of Defence Ministry and urging that such role requires integrity beyond reproach. What happened? Withdrawals, defense, and no conviction so far. I'm heading somewhere. Just make sure you watch to the end. Let's check the background and the credential of the Special Advisor on Security. Nuhu Ribadu is a former police officer and was the pioneer executive chairman of the Anti-Corruption Agency Economic and Financial Crime Commission, EFCC. He has a policing and security related background, police plus EFCC, that gives him at least some credentials relevant to security and enforcement, though not the same as military career. Imagine this: the entire Nigerian military, Army, Navy, Air Force, DSS, Civil Defense, taking directions from someone whose expertise is policing, not warfare, counterinsurgency, or national defense strategy. This is not incompetence, it is negligence. This is why terrorists are getting stronger. This is why kidnappings are tripled. This is why bandits walk into communities like landlord. And that is the reason most people think the president has made a deal with the devil. When you put the wrong people in charge of the nation's defense, the nation becomes defenseless. Let's break it down clearly. First is that it has created a leadership vacuum. No strategic commander at the top. The military is working without a national vision. And the second one is political appointment instead of expertise. Besides, more of nepotism. People who knows nothing about defense are running the defense. Something is wrong. And the third one is intelligence failure. Kidnappers now operate openly because security agencies are confused.
The United Arab Emirates has released names of terrorist sponsors. But in this country, the names of these sponsors are yet to be released to face justice. The question is, what message are we passing?
The next one is continuity of Buhari's system. Tinubu kept almost every structure, command style, power network Buhari left behind. And finally, terror groups are now industrial scale. During Buhari time, terrorists earn millions. Under Tinubu, they earn billions. This is why Nigerians says something is wrong somewhere. Even your senators can see it clearly and ask questions you were unable to ask. Watch this.
The military, that is the soldiers, that's the army, the navy, and the air force. They don't take any other apart from the commander-in-chief or anybody that is representing them of higher caliber. That is a general. The command structure of what is happening today. The minister is not a soldier, a retired general. the Minister of State, all of them are businessmen. The NSA is a retired policeman. And do you know what the soldiers call us? They say, soldier here retired. More gun than them. They call us blood discipline. They don't regard us. And that is what is affecting us on ground there now.
But the truth is simple. Tinubu inherited chaos and chose not to fix it. Here is the darkest secret behind Tinubu's rise. He did not come to change the system. He came to preserve it. He came to protect the political alliance that brought him to power. He came to continue the structure created under Buhari. He also came to maintain the network that benefits from instability. And when leaders choose loyalty over competence, politicians rise, but countries fall. Tinubu didn't make a deal with terrorists. He made a deal with the system that empowered it, and Nigeria is paying the price now. If they want to end terrorism, it must start from the top. Appoint competent defense leaders, stop negotiating with terrorists, make arrests, prosecute them, alienate them if possible, remove political influence from security, structure the military command, and stop treating insecurity as political assets. Because right now, the people killing Nigerians are harmed, but the people leading Nigerians are unprepared. This is the real darkness behind Tinubu's rise. If you learned something new today, hit the like button so YouTube can show the video to most Nigerians. Subscribe if you are tired of lies, politics, and propaganda, and you just want the truth. And tell me in the comment, do you think Tinubu can fix Nigerians' security, or the system is too broken to save? Let's talk. I'm your social media watchdog. See you in the next video.